right, guys. So as you all know, Aljamain Sterling and Merab, they're pretty much two of the best guys in the division. But none of them want to fight each other because they're like best buddies. So Merab just rather be a bodyguard for Aljamain Sterling rather than actually fight Aljamain Sterling for the title. I mean, Dana White said it best. Like, you guys can be friends and still want the same thing and can still compete for the same thing. It shouldn't hurt your friendship, but hey, that's not how Aljo and Merab rolls, I guess. So Aljamain Sterling, if he does beat Henry Cejudo, then he will commit career suicide and go to 145. So because of this dynamic between the Funk Master and the Machine, I originally needed Merab to lose. I needed him to lose to Jose Aldo. So potentially Jose Aldo can fight Sterling for the title. The winner of Sterling Dillashaw, which is Sterling. Or then when he got past Aldo, I'm like, okay, you know what? I hope Merab still loses his next fight in case Sterling stays on top, because we can't have this nonsense, right? But of course, Peter Yan, who had like one job, beyond fumble the bag. Now, I can't fault him for losing to the better man. Merab Dvalishvili was, in fact, the better fighter than Peter Yan. Like, you cannot deny that. That is a fact. He went out there, he dominated Peter Yan. So I gotta give Merab credit, but he won. And that is like the worst possible scenario for the bantamweight division. Whereas if Peter Yan could have got the job done, he could have potentially leapfrogged O'Malley, who robbed him, for the next title shot, the winner of Cejudo versus Sterling. And if Aljamain Sterling won, Aljo definitely would not move up to 145 because he'd want to avenge his boy and try to go 3-0 over Peter Yan. And that could have been an epic trilogy. There's an epic storyline there. In that kind of scenario I mentioned, Yan had a chance to could have had a chance to redeem himself against Aljamain Sterling finally, or Aljo could have a chance to avenge Merab and prove he is the better man than Peter Yan and further solidify himself as the best bantamweight in the world. But no, we cannot have nice things. So of course Merab just had to win that fight. And now we got both Merab and Sterling on top of the division. So you know what? I used to want Aljo to lose his belt for a different motivation, because I used to hate Aljo's guts for the whole thing at UFC 259, where he didn't deserve the belt, but he got it. Although it wasn't his fault, no one told Yan to throw the knee. I wanted Aljamain Sterling out of the title picture. I wanted him to lose that goddamn belt, because in my mind, he was not the rightful champion. However, Aljamain Sterling has proven himself that he is the rightful champion, that he is the best bantamweight in the world, because he did go on to defend that belt successfully twice, against Yan and against TJ Dillashaw. So for that, I cannot hate him. But now, here's why I need him to lose. Okay, at first, it was I need Merab to lose. Now I need Aljo to lose, but it's because of Merab, not because of Peter Yan. Originally, it was because of Yan, because, I'm a Yan fan, right? And I was anti-Sterling. And because of how he won the belt, I didn't care who beat Aljo. I wanted Yan to beat him the second time. Didn't happen. I wanted TJ to beat him. Didn't happen. So I just kind of gave up. I'm like, all right, fuck it. And then Yan gets robbed by O'Malley. So we can't at least get a good trilogy. Nope, that didn't happen. But at some point, I just accepted that, okay, you know what? Sterling's a champion. Whatever. It is what it is. That's life. But we cannot have Aljamain and Merab both at the top of the division, because they will not fight each other, and it is ruining the bantamweight division, okay? It's clear that Merab Dvalishvili is not losing anytime soon, okay? He's not going to lose anytime soon. Merab Dvalishvili is really fucking good, okay? So he's not going to lose, okay? He beats everyone at bantamweight, including Aljamain Sterling, but we won't get to see that fight, which is actually also a good-ass fight, but we will never get to see it. And the longer Aljamain sticks around in the bantamweight division, then we're just going to have Merab stick around as Aljo's bodyguard, or as MMA Guru likes to call it, cuck for Aljamain Sterling, which is the perfect term. So, yeah, I pray to the MMA gods that Henry Cejudo, Triple C, gets the job done against Aljamain Sterling, so we can just move on from this BS, and that so Merab can suck it up, fight for the belt now that his boy is no longer the champion. That is like a must-happen scenario. That is like a breath of fresh air for the bantamweight division, because you know what? If Aljamain Sterling loses the belt gracefully to Henry Triple C Cejudo, then there's a perfect storyline there. You know, Merab will then have a reason to fight for the belt because he has a chance to avenge his best friend, Aljamain Sterling. So that's the best thing ever to happen for the men's bantamweight division, is Aljamain Sterling taking an L, losing the world title to Henry Cejudo, so we can move on from this buddy-buddy BS that's ruining the bantamweight division. We can just move on, man. That's what needs to happen. Now, Aljamain Sterling did state many times that after he does beat Cejudo, if he does beat Cejudo, big if, then you know what? He's going to go up to 145. So Merab can fight for the vacant title. Okay, so I guess the nightmare will end, win or lose, but I want this scenario to be through Sterling losing, because I don't like the idea of Aljamain Sterling vacating the belt that he so, I don't want to say earned, because he didn't earn the belt when he won it, but he's proven to be a true champion once he got the belt. Why would you ruin your legacy for Merab? Like, why? Why ruin your legacy? Aljamain Sterling has a chance to become the bantamweight GOAT at this point, right? He has a chance to become the bantamweight GOAT. If he goes out there and goes through beating Peter Yan, and then TJ Dillashaw, Henry Cejudo, then he has a chance to defend the belt like a couple more times and have like 4 or 5 defenses, most title defenses in like bantamweight history. That would be like pretty epic. So why would he throw that away? Why would he throw that away for Merab and commit career suicide by going up to bantamweight, or featherweight? That just doesn't make any sense. Like, Aljamain Sterling does not have success in the featherweight division. His style is perfect. His style is perfectly suited for 135 pounds, you know, but at featherweight, this guy gets folded. So Henry Cejudo, please save the bantamweight division. Please be rid Aljamain Sterling as the champion so that things can move forward and we can finally have Merab quit holding up the top spot because he doesn't want to fight his best friend. Like, that's soft pussy shit right there. It just needs to come to an end. So hopefully Cejudo doesn't fumble the bag. I think Cejudo at UFC 288 will beat Aljamain Sterling, because I don't know, I don't see Russ playing a factor. And, you know, Henry, he's going to be prepared and he's going to be in great shape. He's going to come in with a very intelligent game plan, as always. And I think he's just better than Aljamain Sterling. So I'll do a more in-depth breakdown of this matchup, like, down the road when it gets closer. But, yeah, best case scenario is Aljamain Sterling loses so we can move on, okay? Before it was about Merab losing, it's clear as day that that's not going to happen. So now it has to be Aljamain Sterling losing for the good of the bantamweight division. Please, God, please let this happen. Please let this happen. But that's it. I'm done talking for now. Let me know what you guys think in the comments.